Hi guys, hello, welcome. Guys, I just want to say we are so woke. We now have a road. Oh, I don't know if you say roede or road, the microphone. So please comment on our. Is it working?
It is working. I think there's a delay. No, okay, it's back. It's back.
Okay. Please comment on our sound if
You noticed
if you
the
notice something
insane
different. Well, it's
improvement.
about 2,500 rand improvement is what we need to hear tonight. Okay, so yeah, Matthew's going to be back right now. Lisa's got to work, so she's not going to be on the stream. She is here now in the small screen at the bottom. We just hoping Matthew survives and he hasn't gone and died downstairs.
We can say hello, Bianca.
Hello, Bianca.
Anisha. They
Anisha.
were early birds. They were here 5 minutes ago.
See, we're trying to actually give you guys a little bit of time so we can share the link. Because of the whole link issue last week. But yeah, please tell us Instagram. If you're here, we are finishing last week's tutorial and we've got some new goodies. So if you feel like anyone, actually not just Instagram, but if you feel like you are falling right in the middle of the first part of this tutorial was last week. And I wanted to actually finish it on camera because this is actually the most difficult part, well, for some people. So we're going to do that. So we're going to have a lekker chat tonight because we have lots of time. This last bit of the tutorial is going to take not even half an hour. So I have no screens. I cannot read your questions. Maybe I should bring my iPad for this.
Lisa K.
Hello, Lisa.
And then Bianca and Anisha are spamming us with love.
Bianca and Anisha, I appreciate every single little tiny bit. I want to do a shout out. I want to do a shout out to my mate at Brothners. I don't know how you say that either. It's like brothers, but it's Brothners. Supposedly he sometimes listens. Chris, thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We just went live on everything else. I didn't think. Okay, we were live on YouTube. We were not live anywhere.
Okay, well, it's fine. I haven't said anything. So welcome Facebook. Every week this is like a box of freaking chocolates, man. And it's that chocolates where you don't know when you're going to get the gooey strawberry.
You haven't missed anything.
You haven't missed anything. I'm talking So shout out to my mate at Brothners, who I met yesterday at the microphone shop. Yeah, walking in there saying, it's like 102% musical equipment, and then there's maybe like a mic. I'm like going, I'm not really into music. I actually know nothing about music, but I saw that you guys have microphones. Can someone help me? And they really helped me. So shout out to Brothners, actually. If anyone else needs a microphone, go there.
We've got the ideal.
They are not paying me to say this. I'm going to be phoning them tomorrow. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to say, yeah. Anyway, so we have a new microphone. Just by weight, it probably weighs about 100 times more than the 199 special I had.
I'd say it weighs roughly half a cat.
I'd say that if quality comes in weight with microphones, we might have gotten the golden goose. Anyway, okay, so as I said, we are finishing last week's project. So if you are new and you weren't here last week,
if you guys hear the sound difference, is it too loud? Is it too soft? We've adjusted everything.
Yeah.
We can go louder. We opted to not go that loud.
Yes.
Do you listen to your TV like on semi-loud?
Or are you like me that goes to 100?
So we need to know your feedback, louder, softer, whatever. I'll also have Matthew put a poll up on YouTube. And you can vote there. But if you're not on YouTube, just comment. We'll read it.
So Lisa and Matthew will be a little bit softer than me because they are like on the side of the microphone. But so my voice, obviously, most important. Like
Matthew is
Center.
never softer than anyone else. Matthew's always the loudest. If I'm
Center.
soft, it's because I choked on chicken like 10 minutes ago.
Matthew almost lost his life. Then he had to go down the wait stairs. Guys, I have a few interesting questions, but I actually need someone to read me if answers are coming through. I have made a connection.
Also say hi to Pamela and Klute and Fahima.
Hello,
and
Pamela,
Luna
Klute,
and
Fahima, Malu, and I missed one before Malu. Fahima, Amakuna.
Yes, all the people. Hello.
Lisa K says it sounds great, clearer than before. Anisha says sounds awesome.
Doesn't this, and it sounds like rich, ne? Compared to the Coke can we had before.
Bianca says that she can hear everything. She's obviously an X-Man.
Awesome superpower. Yeah. Okay, so guys,
You must say with Fabric8.
yes, I'm gonna do that now. My boss is just leaving the room. Hi to everyone that's new. Please tell us if you're new, and please comment and talk the biggest load of poo emoji you can think of. Talk to the other people. I don't read them. Just let's make this a social event once a week. If you can't comment on YouTube, just click subscribe. I promise you, YouTube doesn't spam. I don't know why. Once you click play on a video, you might get ads, not on ours, I don't think. I don't actually know how that works. That's an interesting question.
I've never watched a live YouTube video, so I have no idea.
Oh,
Guys, let us know in the chat. Do you get ads when you watch our live? I don't
What?
think so, but I have no idea how
And
it
if you
works.
watch it the next day, do they insert ads? I don't actually know because I'm signed in as Fabric8, so I don't know if they'll show me ads.
I have YouTube Premium. I don't see any
Me
ads
too.
ever. So
True
I'm not
enough,
sure.
me too. Tell us if there's ever ads. I would just thought came to me now. Okay, so I'm Amanda. My daughter just left. She's working. That's Lisa and Matthew. Matthew is behind the scenes, but in
Yes.
front of the computer on the small screen at the bottom of your screen. And we're from a company called Fabric8. And if you want to find us online, it's www.fabric, the word with a number 8.co.za. And we have many things. Okay, so we do this once a week. We try and do it on the
Hundreds of
same
things.
day.
Hundreds of things.
Yes.
Thousands of
So we call this Create with Fabric8. And if you want to find the things, because Lisa's not here, she normally posts all the links and everything. She's still doing that. She's
she
still
just
doing that.
commented.
We have WhatsApp groups, and they are very social people, and they're not social in just social. They're actually extremely helpful. Some of our OGs are on there, like Bianca, and Bianca is always there to answer questions. There's quite a few other people. So if you're a newbie, if you're not a newbie and you just feel like talking to people who's going to understand that you are wanting to smash things against the wall because you've just run out of bobbin thread, or your crochet hand is freaking hurting and nobody understands, this is where you go. We have knitting, we have sewing, we have 2 sewing groups. We have an Afrikaans naaldwerk groepie. We have crochet, embroidery, quilting. We have quite a few. We also then have a group if you feel like it's going to be spammy and that's going to irritate you. We also have just a notification group where we just let you know when is our live or if we have a special or something, and nobody can actually comment on that WhatsApp group. But the others, they are some days very busy, other days not. I've put it all on mute and I read it like a bedtime story. I don't always, because then I get involved and I want to type and then I don't get to sleep. But there's always someone to help you. Okay. All right. I want to know if we have our international person here again this week. We had someone from where, Lisa? Was it Canada? I don't know. But we had
I cannot remember.
I cannot remember. Yeah. Anyway, so guys, biggest favor you can do us is share, like, heart, poo emoji, whatever. If you see us anywhere on Facebook, if you see an ad, if you see anything, just click the like button or click the share button. We appreciate every single one. I actually get a notification of every person who shares. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. So, question I have is, everyone's been talking fabric. Why don't we have fabric? Okay. So I've previously said this, but the world of fabric is so freaking huge that there's just no way we can keep fabric. I mean, we can't go because I'm going to have polar fleece and then you guys are going to want, I don't know, double-sided polar fleece, and I don't have that. And fabrics, I leave it to the people who specialize in that, but I do want to do a small sort of, it's like a curated Amanda's Choices type of fabric. And I actually went and bought fabric for next week's project, which I'm gonna tease you with. Very exciting. And I was quite surprised at the price of fabric. And I would love it if you guys can comment. What is the lowest one can go in fabric pricing per meter? And then what's the highest you are prepared to easily pay for fabric? Because when I'm searching for fabrics, I got to keep that in mind. Okay, so if there's like, maybe you can put a poll up or something. I bought this. This is, I think it's polar fleece, and I think I paid 50 Rand a meter. So let's start at, like, I don't know, what is fabric? I haven't bought fabric for so long.
You're gonna have to give me an idea, man.
Let's go 40. Let's go 40, 60, and then we go up to what? I don't know what fabric goes up to. I'm sure cottons are like ridiculous.
So we're gonna go for 40 Rand, 60 Rand. You want to just do multiples?
And yes, just go 80,
20.
100,
120, cool, bro.
All right. So, and then another thing, I also just made a contact with a person that actually does a very specific group of fabrics. I haven't seen them, so please, I will not take them if they're not nice. But it's quilting fabrics. So I was wondering, if you guys buy quilting fabrics, what are we paying? Is it per meter? Is it how does the quilting? I know quilting fabric is like quite expensive per meter, but then there's a fat quarter and what is the other one? A long quarter? No, a skinny quarter? I don't know.
Guys, I made my first poll. I figured out how to do it. Yay!
Okay, so if you guys are interested in buying quilting fabric, please let me know, because I would rather get other things than actually getting stuff that nobody's interested in. All right, any questions for me?
I'm now trying to figure out how to get... Oh, there you go. I moved the poll. I couldn't see anything behind the poll. Bianca says, cheaper fabrics I have found from 10 Rand a meter, and highest I've paid is 100 Rand per meter. Vinyl.
Vinyl? What?
Yes, ... I think vinyl was the one that was 100.
The 100 Rand a meter, yeah.
And Veronica says, depends on the type of fabric and the user / project.
Yeah, see, I'm very, very specific about fabrics. I like cottons. I like natural fabrics. I absolutely detest things like what is this? Mini. It's mini something. Mini mat. Cannot even. I mean. My rainbow fabric is mini mat, but I don't know. I'll make a tablecloth for it, but I will not wear. Not that I make things that I wear, but so my initial thought was to get good priced, good cotton sort of fabrics, but normal fabrics. I'm not talking about
mini mat praise like crazy.
Oh, I hate it's just so plastic. Oh, I just imagine it taking flame and it's gonna literally burn into a freaking golf ball of plastic. But mini mat is awesome. I buy it for like when you're making like cheap curtains for like a event, or like I bought that rainbow and I'm just putting it on the wall, like almost like a piece of a statement piece. That's fine. And I'm sure if you're making like a Christmas tablecloth or something that you're not going to be using every day, it's fine. But I've got so many people that just rave about mini mat, and I'm just like, it must be a fabric I haven't seen, because if it's the mini mat, I think it is. But the thing about mini mat is it comes at a good price. It is nice and wide, and fabrics are so expensive that I do understand that. Okay.
Mini mat works for bags when interfaced correctly,
Yeah.
as it doesn't fade. That's Veronica
Yeah,
says.
yeah, that's cool. But how do you don't use iron on fusing with it, because it cannot take any heat? Or am I just too lazy and I cook and I iron and I everything at the highest temperature? Maybe that's my problem. But I'm not going to change that. So I'll rather just not buy that fabric.
Anisha says, I pay 70 Rand per meter for minky fleece.
Oh.
100 cotton between 35 and 100 Rand.
What, 100% cotton?
Yeah, between 35 and 100.
35 for 100% cotton. Where are you shopping? I would also pay 35 Rand for 100% cotton. I bought some cottons today, just as plain colors.
Rick Spinner says, hello, I am also here.
Hello, meneer.
And then also Nancy also says hi.
Hello, Nancy.
And then on Facebook, we've got Melanie is saying hi as well.
Melanie
So
Knop.
yes.
Yes. Hi, Melanie.
And Melanie says, yes, please, for quilting fabric.
Okay.
I use Calico. Can you tell me where you get best price?
I don't actually use Calico anymore, because Calico is actually quite expensive. What I used to use Calico for was to make mocks of toile, or what is it called? A sampler. You know, when you make like Pamela. Pamela was one of my students. She'll tell you what is a mock. So I used to use what's that word that you just said for the fabric? Calico. But Calico has gotten so expensive, and the Calico quality has gone down. So the weave is very loose. So it doesn't actually work well. So what I used to use that for was, as I said, for mocks. So what do I use now? I use a very good quality, okay? Because you will very, very seldom hear me use the word that I'm going to just say now. Poly cotton sheeting. Yes. Okay, so I don't like anything with poly in. So when I'm talking poly cotton sheeting, I am not talking about the poly cottons that you can buy for 15 or 20 Rand. I'm talking about decent poly cotton that has almost equal amounts of polyester and cotton. Why do I use that? Because it doesn't shrink as much as polyester when you iron it, and it also doesn't stretch. So with the latest Calico, it's just the ones I've seen, that's a sort of good price. It's the weave is so loose that I can see. Yeah, I'm very full of nonsense with fabrics.
So Anisha said Habby and Lace was on special. And
Oh,
Bianca
I know Habby and Lace.
And Bianca also knew that.
It's vereniging.
Yeah, so
It's the only freaking town I will ever be able to tell you about in waar ook al daai is, Gauteng.
Anisha said sorry was poly cotton for 35 Rand just reached.
Yeah, I was about to say that I'm going there now. I'm closing off the live and queuing in front of that shop for 35 Rand per cotton.
And it's in Gauteng apparently.
Yes. Okay, so just interest sake, this is cottons I bought today. You can see that. Can you see how?
Oh, so Melanie Knop says she can tell you where to get it cheaper.
Oh,
Calico, because I can't.
Melanie,
I can't read properly.
start typing that WhatsApp right now. Melanie, I'm gonna keep back your order next time if you don't type that down. Put it down and write it down and send it to me. Okay, so I bought this today. It is it's the Gama. I love the Gama's fabrics because I know it's 100% cotton. The only problem with the Gama cottons is that is half the width, so it's only 90 centimeters. but there is nothing that works and irons like cotton. So if you're making bags and you're making stuff that's, like quite intricate and it's got a lot of style lines or things, this is just, yeah. So this was 60 Rand a meter. And as I said, it's only 90 centimeters wide. But very nice cotton. Even weave, it's not see-through. I love it. Any more questions before yeah?
Bianca says cotton was on special at 25 Rand and denim was 30 Rand at Threads, Cape Town.
Where's Threads? I don't know Threads.
I know. Isn't that the new Instagram app?
Yeah. Bianca, type the freaking WhatsApp now. I don't know Threads. Where is that?
I don't know.
Close to what other fabric shop is it? Because I know fabric shops in town, but I don't know Threads. I know Studio 47. I know around the corner from Studio 57 in Main Road, there's a fabric shop. That might be Threads. I don't know. And then you have the ones there close to the station. Or UWC. That's not UWC. That's CPUT.
Yeah, Goodwood Mall. Threads in Goodwood.
Goodwood. Only one I know of in Goodwood is that, no, it actually might be Paro, is can't remember it.
It was the opening special.
Oh, I don't know this place. The shop in Brackenfell, that's where I bought this afternoon. I can't remember the shop's name. It's there down by the KFC in Brackenfell, but the Brackenfell KFC, not the Cape Gate KFC. They've actually moved shop, and their shop is freaking huge and very neat now. But as I said, I bought polar fleece. I think he said it was 49 Rand. But it's not like fancy, it's old-fashioned vanilla polar fleece. And the what's the soft one? Anyway, the softer one was 79, so I didn't get that. Anyways, anything else?
No, that is everything right
Okay, someone needs to write down. I won't forget Threads. It's okay. All right, so I wanted to show you a few new products that we got. And then we're going to finish our project. I don't know if I mentioned this to the newbies. We do this once a week. There's always a project. We try and finish a project in one go, one evening. Last week, we do have to be out of here by 9 because they actually locked the gates. This is an industrial area. So we are really have only so much time. And right at the end of last week, I showed everything, and then I think I might have found a mistake. Did I find a mistake or something? I don't know, but I don't know why I unpicked it. But anyway, so the last bit I'm going to show you now. And then very exciting next week, guys. And I am busy drawing up the patterns. I have been sitting, I was hoping to give you the pattern at least without nothing smart and fancy with it tonight already, but I don't. So I'm drawing up a pattern, kiddies size 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then adult, small, medium, large, XL. So what is that? 10 patterns. I'm busy with 10 patterns. And I just said to Lisa this afternoon, I know some people think I can draw, say I draw the extra large, and then I just go and drag it bigger or drag it smaller to a large. Unfortunately, if that was the case, I would have been a pattern maker. I have to actually physically draw them all because of shape. Like for kids, for instance, the shape changes. A 2 and a 4-year-old shape is completely different to a 6 to a 8-year-old, and then a 10 to a 12 again starts becoming taller and leaner, and the actual dimensions, the body dimensions changes. So you can't just go, I'm going to make a size 2 and then I'm going to drag it bigger until a size 12. It just doesn't work like that. But let me stop talking about that, because I see them everywhere.
What program do you use to draw up patterns on PC?
Adobe Illustrator.
But she doesn't use PC, she uses a Mac.
I don't know PC. PC is like, it's worse than art history. Okay, so everyone, you've seen them everywhere. You might have bought the cheap ones, but I refuse to buy those cheap ones because I know that one size fits all thing is absolute bull. And I also know that it's going to be literally the cheapest fabric, and it's not actually going to be warm. We are making a blanket hoodie. Okay, so
I love fleece.
Everyone's seen them. They're everywhere. Every cheap China shop, every website, one day only, take a lot, a deal a day. They've all had them. Okay, so I'm drawing up a pattern, 10 different sizes from a 2-year-old to an XL. And I'm going to be making it in. Oh, this is for Matthew.
Yes. Oh, Batman, that is cool. I did not
And
know
this is
about
for Lisa. There
I
wasn't.
need to play the cheer sound.
And this is, I think, this is also Disney though. Is it not? That cat's something.
Aristocats, yes.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be a cat. And that's all I'm going to think so we don't get copyright strike because my singing's just that good.
Okay, so we are going to be making a blanket hoodie. And the cool thing about that is the same blanket hoodie can be made in towel fabric, terry cloth or whatever it's called, in summer. And it is a hoodie towel. Hoodie, towel hoodie.
I think that's called the Toodie.
Okay, so very nice, awesome for gifts, great for Christmas presents, because imagine like a Christmassy polar fleece, even though we are in summer in December, but maybe you've got overseas people or like Europeans, you can send them a blanket hoodie in like Christmas fabric. All right, so that is next week. So that's the teaser. I am busy drawing up the patterns. As soon as I have the patterns that they can be printed out, I will put them on.
Thanks, this awesome swimsuit cover up.
We're going to do that again. Lisa said we're going to do. Oh, yeah, but that is what I meant. If you're not like me, I would have that. And imagine you getting out and you put that on. You don't have to like suckle with a towel around the waist and then your hair is dripping down. Yeah, and it's awesome for kids. I mean, if they go swimming for the day, you don't have to, have them dress afterwards. They can just put on the hoodie towel hoodie. We're going to have to think about that. Talking about the swimsuit cover-ups, it is probably one of our best videos. It does the best, and it really wasn't. It wasn't a really good tutorial, because it's very difficult to make a swimsuit cover-up because it's just all cut. So I made it on like half size. So I'm going to definitely redo that and maybe do some design changes to it, and then ready for Christmas or for summer. Let me put it that way. Yeah, okay. So any questions before I get stuck in? We have some cool new things, but also just some new.
No questions. Bianca's just explaining my cool Toodie joke.
Oh.
Bianca, if you explain it, it becomes less funny.
It wasn't funny.
Oh, that's just rude. I'm being bullied, people.
Okay, so for some reason, we are our buttons. We just sell out of them. Okay, we are not doing intellectual like tailoring buttons. These are all buttons I assume you're using on kiddies' clothes or for crafts or on knitting projects. So we're adding these. They are little apples. Maybe you can do a top cam, Matt.
Yeah, let's pretend like I know how to do that.
Let's just put them like that so you can see.
Those are pretty.
They're little apples, and they we sell them like this. Don't ask me why, but I'm assuming I'm not a knitter, and this is why I don't understand. And I don't knit kitty stuff. So I think this is just like sometimes people use it like just as a decoration, like to make it look cute, and lots of kitties jerseys and things actually just like, especially baby things, they actually just have 1 or 2 buttons. So if you're into buttons, we have quite a few of these sort of, what is it, like cute, bright buttons. We also got new little round ones. We were sold out of these. This little pack is very cute. It is literally a random pack. Can you see it? Guys on Instagram, if you go on YouTube, we have three views. So if you want to re-watch me because I'm so freaking awesome and you have to see me twice, then go to YouTube. Actually, I think a second time I might be too much. Okay, so these are also random sizes, random colors. And this, it's got nothing to do with knitting. This I saw and I thought to myself, if you're making products that you sell on the markets, and lots of times people actually buy gifts for people overseas, or you send stuff to family, or you're selling on Etsy or anything like that. These are little South African flag buttons.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, I'm not thinking that I would ever make a top unless it's like a rugby with this on it. But imagine you're making a teddy bear and you give it a little button on the ass. I know there were those teddies when I was a kid that had a little button with its name on it. I remember, Lisa had one. Was it called Harrison or something was the teddy's name? So these are, I think, cute to sort of South African, made in South Africa, any crafty tool that any crafty thing that you make. Even, if you're making like knitting hoodies, just put it on there. It adds character, and also it's, what do they say? Like, made in.
Yes,
there's a thing.
Local
is lekker. I've got an extra button. 2 says. That's this one. All right, so these are, as I said, not super exciting if you're not into buttons. Although I do think these are really cute. I remember that I actually made dolls for a lady in America. And I struggled so to find buttons like this. I could find a bigger one, but I couldn't find a small one because she actually asked me to make them and to put something like made in South Africa on them because she's a doll collector. So I searched high and low for these South African flag buttons. Okay, so next up, we just have some new stock thingies. This, I got to be honest, I haven't used before myself. This is So Easy. I know So Easy is a very, very well-known quilting brand. And this is called Basting Glue. Non-toxic fabric glue pen. Dries clear and washes out. Easy to use. Twist pen. It's a twist pen design. It's like a lipstick. We had this in like a cheaper brand and we like sold, I don't know. I actually, the supply is out of stock. That's how many we sold. But as I said, that was a cheaper brand. But this, at least, you know what you're buying, and it's a good quality.
Ashley says, sorry I'm late, only got home now.
Hello, Ashley. Special welcome to our late comers.
We have not started yet, so you have only
we haven't. We're just
stuff.
finishing last week's project, and I'm showing some new stuff. This is again So Easy. If you're a brand person, I tend to, if I was using paraffin wax, I don't know what paraffin wax prevents threads from tangling. So it's the same as the beeswax. Is beeswax also paraffin wax? No.
I have no idea.
Do they like make paraffin bees? No. So it's just beeswax. Actually, first time I just assumed it was beeswax. Paraffin wax coating will provide added strength to your thread, making it resistant to static and help it slip through the fabric, tangle and knottery. Now, if this is the solution to that, I'm a very, very lazy hand sewer. So I'm always having a thread this big and 10 stitches in, I get a knot and I literally have to cut it off. So maybe this is the answer. But this is the So Easy brand. It's also a new product. We now have the 12, we used to have this, we still have the 6, 9, 18, and 25. This has now come in. So we have the 12, I think it's 12 mil. It's not inches, no. It's a 12, I think it's 12 mil.
Tracy also is late. And she says that she heard people talking about buttons and she had to come.
Oh, good. Okay, and then we have these newbies. Let's open one up to see. Again, I'm not a thread nipper person, but we sell many of these, so I'm sure there are like many people who do use them. What I quite like about these is the little lid that it comes with, and it's you know, I don't know. I'm not as I said, thread nipper person, because this is like a small, so that it's everywhere but where I need it. So those are brand new. This I actually ordered because our other quick unpicks suppliers out of stock, and then I saw these and I thought to myself, this might be, yes, it's rubberized at the bottom. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, sorry, my thumb is literally stopped working. So what happens is you unpick and you pull the two pieces of fabric apart, and then you have all those little, yes?
We have 21 people on YouTube. Please like.
Lisa's giving instructions, guys. She's just come out of the office. Do
Please.
not let, please.
If you guys don't like the video, then we don't get to eat dinner tonight.
Yes. No, she just, yeah, no.
She almost got that expression right.
Okay, so firstly, it's got rubber here, so it's nice to hold. And then when you unpick and you pull it apart, you get those little tiny pieces of threads that are stuck in the fabric. Now, this little rubber bit you use, can you see how it actually, can you see how it picks up all the little threads? Okay, so I can't remember who it was that asked me about these, but we have them now. It's not on, none of this is on the website. It actually got unpacked today. All right. Something else that we also recently, well, I had some and then I couldn't find them again. These are Husqvarna bobbins. I was told it's how you say it by motorbike people, that it's not Husqvarna, like I said previously. It's Husqvarna, something like that. Husqvarna bobbins, and we also have the Fuff bobbins now. Okay, so these are new. If you have a, oh geez, I put that away without its lid. And then almost there. Where are we in time?
We're 20 to 8.
Good. Okay. Then we now also keep.
Bianca says you're saying it correctly.
Is it?
Also, she says she has the purple one.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is new. Per meter, Velcro, sticky Velcro. What would you say? Auto adhesive. It's Velcro that has glue on it. It's very sticky. Okay, so we have this in white and black, and this is really great for, I mean, all over your house. I use them to actually mount my remote controls for the aircon in the bedroom, because otherwise Jan gets up in the night, fetches the aircon remote from me, and then he switches the aircon on or off, and then half an hour or so later, I'm cold or hot, then I get up and I go fetch the aircon remote from his side. And so what we do is we actually stick it between us against the wall. But I mean, anything.
Melanie on Facebook says, I live with my thread nippers.
Yeah, ne? I know.
If you really love them, you'd give them a place to be on.
Okay, guys, and remember a few weeks ago I spoke about this, and I just went to town because I was considering only 2 colors, but I got all of them. And this is the pattern tracing. It looks like Vilene, but obviously it's pretty colors. But what's nice about it, it is see-through enough that you can trace through it. And the nice thing about the Vilene is that even if it creases or crumples up, a little light iron and it's flat again. All right, so I'm actually, maybe you guys can help me. I don't know if I should be selling these in fixed 3-meter pieces, or would you guys be buying it? If you buy it, you want to choose your own meterage. Okay, so that's pink, blue, and green pattern. I suppose it can be pattern paper. It's not pattern paper, but I mean, I'm very full of nonsense with my pattern. So that's why my pattern paper that I sell and use is white bond, the same as the printer paper, because when we studied, we used newsprint, and I cannot work on newsprint. That's like mini mat in paper, the mini mat of paper, because I press very hard when I draw, and my pencil hooks into the newsprint. And also, if you go back to a pattern after a year, that newsprint has gone like yellow, and it's not design inspiring to me. So I mean, this would be even better. So if you make kiddies patterns, you can make them in pink, and if you make men's patterns, it's actually not a bad idea. Just thought of that.
It seems like people are saying price
per meter.
Yeah, I like it.
Per meter, yeah.
And then Bianca said pricing.
I don't know. I swear. There's the invoice. It was unpacked literally in the last hour of today. I'm gonna try and get everything, including the other stuff, up by the end of the week. Okay, that is it.
Yeah, I know. Just more people asking for the price.
Yeah, no, I don't have the price. Could I? You see, this is per roll, so it's. Oh, jeez, man. I can't even tell you. And it's per yard, so I must go work out the meterage. Who sells things per yard in South Africa? No, but if you send a WhatsApp, I will get the price tomorrow morning. And I can respond there. Sorry about that. I get overexcited and I have to show you guys. If I had to wait, me showing this to you forces me to actually put them on.
The Mogilia on Facebook says hi.
Hi. Just a reminder, I don't know, if you haven't got one of these yet, this is our clapper. You won't find them anywhere. They are specially made for me. They are my pattern. So they're lekker because you can hold them like this. You can hold them like this. And these also double as point if you're ironing collars and things. And then recently upgraded is the word. Yeah, all new. This is actually made of heavier wood so that you don't have to clap so hard. And the double ironing board. Sorry, this is in here for shipping. Double ironing board. Obviously, it comes with a heat-resistant pad and a cover for both sides. So this side is really lekker. If you don't want to take this one out and you're doing, I don't know, like jelly rolls, it's awesome to iron just on this. And this one actually fits into most sleeves. All right, this is also on the website. This is, as I said, this is my product. I designed them. I have them made. You won't find them anywhere else. And if you find a sleeve ironing board, it'll be really not cool because the person actually who makes them doesn't sew. All right, let's finish our project. Okay, so we ended up here. This is the front, the zip.
People like basically the only yard she knew was one she played in when she was growing up.
Matthew knows these things, so he knows how many yards is in this and how many inches in that. I don't know. I literally have to go to a converter. I don't know what maths he took that he knows this stuff. Never were we taught about anything about yards.
It's mostly because I read a lot of foreign books, and then I like American authors, and then I'd want to know how long it is, because then they say they ran a mile, and I'm like, I have no idea how long that is. And it's the kind of things you want to know. Otherwise, it's like I didn't know what that means.
So I'm on the, we went out, I drive a Mini, and we went out for a mini drive to Hermanus the other day, and and I'm not going to say it out loud, but we did do a few lekker sprints, and then someone on a European group was talking about, have you guys ever taken your Mini to, when was it, 289 miles per hour? And I thought to myself, geez, I'm sure that's gonna, yeah, of course I have. And I worked it out, and I realized, no.
89 miles per hour would be like, well, you've probably been there. That's small. That's only like 150.
No, 289.
I don't think that's
almost 300 miles an hour in a road car.
I don't even know if how that's possible. Did he drive
I don't know,
cliff?
but see, now he tells this, and I call bullshit immediately. I go like, that doesn't sound real. So I put my top speed into the converter to see how close did I get to his 200. I think I was like at a third or something.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. Like,
and I thought to myself, no, this guy's either adding some stuff, or I just don't understand miles. Okay, so anyway, so this is the front. All right, so it has a front pocket, and then it's closed at the back, and then this is the back. We did 2 different types of zips to give you an idea of this is such a super easy zip, the second one that we did on the back. It's very easy, and it makes it so easy to make like many different zips, because you don't have to do this top little flap. Okay, and then obviously we did and I've already just basted that to the back, and I'm actually going to put this in here so it doesn't, because it has to be sewn in there.
And it says the yard is 90 centimeters.
A yard still doesn't solve my mile problem.
I think a yard's like 0.9 meters, which is like 90 centimeters. Same thing. So yeah.
So a K would be 0.9. Could you do it like that?
No, you don't compare yards in kilometers. That's like comparing.
Is yards and miles not on the same scale?
You do. It is. You do get.
It's like 1 meter, then you go to 500, and it goes to a kilometer.
Yes, they have inches, feet, yards, miles. But I don't know the conversions between those elements. But I only know our elements.
Very interesting. Now that you look, I heard the other day that there is different. What is that? That's not metric. We're on metric.
Yes, this is imperial.
There are different imperial standards. Did you know that?
No.
Me neither. I was reading a pattern or something, and the person said, just remember that you use the what imperial. And I thought, what? I never even knew that.
That's quite special. I did not know that.
And then I googled it, and I don't know if it's just for certain bits of the imperial, like gallons. Yeah, it's gallons. Do you know they get two different sizes gallons?
No.
Google that shit now. I'm telling you, I didn't know that either. Okay, all right. So we have that piece.
She says, "Hi, how are you? Sorry, I'm
hello, Benny's." Okay, so we're just finishing off the pattern from last week. We've done this bit. This is obviously the side. Okay, so we are gonna just put the top, which I luckily, if you can see, I tried to match up my stripe to make it easier, so that I don't have to make pattern markings, but this actually needs to go in there because it's now in my way. I'm gonna just pin it closed because the zip can't close now, just to keep it out of the way. Okay, so I'm gonna obviously do face to face, And if you are left-handed, right-handed, and you want to be pedantic, you can also decide, like for instance, that doesn't work for a right-handed person. This does. But this is the back. So we want, yeah, that's a right-handed person. So I'm going to, wait. I'm going to put it like that. So if you want to be, otherwise, don't get too involved, but it is quite uncomfortable if you have made a bag and it's like set up for a left-handed person and you're right-handed. Okay, so I'm just gonna pin this all the way around. Now my zip is in my way. Ugh, nee man. All right, pin it right side to right side, and you can cut your corners, but I find that if you sewing at a 1 centimeter seam allowance, you can sort of almost get rid of the pleat while you're sewing just by wangling it. Okay, I'm going to do this rather quickly because I don't want to spend another, what did I know?
Tracy has to go because she has load shedding.
Oh, shame, Tracy. Well, it's going to be online, and otherwise we chat again next week. Thanks for coming anyway. Give us a like. Poo emoji. Do not dare leave. Oh, become so needy.
The internet will do that to you. It's the dopamine hit you get from online attention. It's
oh gosh, I don't know. Guys, I just want to say that you do it once or twice. Lisa has been recognized.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
And it freaks her out completely. Please don't stop doing it.
No, I enjoy it. I like it. I like being
Matthew
famous.
likes
Please,
attention.
please.
Yeah.
You can ask for autographs as well, or pictures. It's encouraged, please.
We're gonna make
Just that,
T-shirts with Matthew's face on it.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Oh man. Yeah, see, I've always worked with clients or customers or whatever. So to me, it's not as freaky because I used to walk in Tiger Valley and see my clients. So to me, it's pretty normal. But Lisa's, she's like, she finds it a little. She's got a little bit more social anxiety than her mother. Now, basting does make it not stretch, so you have to really get it in there.
Oh yes, we did this. I remember the basting.
Yeah.
It made me hungry yesterday. Last week.
Okay, so I'm gonna sew around quickly, so that we.
Move it up.
Oh yeah, sorry. What am I stepping on? So we're gonna just sew around at 1 centimeter. Doesn't really matter. Always, it's not like it's clothing that has to fit. So, hook onto my foot here. Why would it do that now? The little thread is hooked around my foot, my machine foot, or maybe it's a shadow. I don't know. So we can do the other side, because once you've done these 2 bits of sewing, you are definitely done. And it's just a matter of turning it all inside out. It does get a little bit thick, guys, so as I always say, just bear with your machine. You don't have to go like industrial speed. You don't have an industrial machine. You're welcome to ask questions while I sew, if there's anything you guys.
I can just say, that's why bags are awesome. Size is a guideline.
So when you get to the zip part, I also just already past that part. Just like help my machine. Bianca, do you have an industrial sewing machine? Just as a matter of interest. See, now I just maneuver this fold so that it doesn't show up on the outside. And the only reason I'm not cutting is because I have so many different layers basted together. Cutting it will actually take away some of the strength of the sewing. If you work this thick, it's also an idea is you could either lengthen your stitches. If you look at like leather goods and so on, you'll see that the stitch length is actually quite a bit longer than normal stitch length. Or if you're working with like fine fabrics and you're scared that it's all gonna come apart because it pulls out of its seam, then you can shorten your stitch length. It is up to you. Okay, so now where's my zip?
I was singing heavy duty. 4,
Oh,
4, 2,
okay.
3.
Okay. I have a special footwear industrial machine and I'm looking for someone to actually try it out because it looks like really cool, but I don't have an industrial machine anymore. I want one again, but I don't have one at the moment. Okay, so we are almost done, guys. And really, I promise you have never actually looked at a bag or a fanny pack that you bought in the shops to see if it's got pleats in the corners. Have you? No. And if you have, I don't believe you. Okay. So we tend to, okay. So obviously I'm going to leave that now, but to clean that up, I would just buy spine around to clean it up, to make it pretty. Okay, so now I'm just going to put my front on exactly the same way. And then we have this magical turning out, and the bag is literally done.
Wow. Bianca has more sewing machines apparently.
Yeah, Bianca, I have a garage full of sewing machines.
She has a Netchi
Lilia
5 vintage sewing machine.
Yeah.
Saskia says hi guys. She's also
Hello.
late. Why is everyone late to guys?
Isn't the whole load shedding thing that started up again, man? It's like freaking hectic. We didn't have water this morning. I still don't know if we actually have now.
So I poured a bucket, I poured a jar of, I was mid-shower, my hair was full of shampoo, I took a bucket of water and threw it on my head. That was how I showered this morning. It was not ideal.
I still actually don't know, and there's, yeah. If the water came back. Imagine we get there now. Maybe we should take water with us if we do need urgent coffees. It's a little bit of pinning work, but worth it in the end, man. Get there closer to the corner. And this, I know with my students, was always like, oh, this is too much, you can't do this, nay. But you do it 2 or 3 times and promise you figure out how to, you just keep moving until it's all nice and flat. You stretch it into each other or you ease it into each other. Okay. Last one. Okay, here we go. Right, let me get some space, because the one thing about bags is it becomes quite thick and difficult to sew. When I'm struggling, I take this off. Not that I think it helps me, but I feel like it did. Okay, here we go.
Looks like one of those little lunch cooler bags.
Yeah, but it's also another thing that I've been trying to source is that silver stuff that you put into the cooler bag. The fabric shops in our country, is not like in America. Not that I've been, please, I'm not doing a brag. But I mean online. I mean everything is available. What do you guys think about Amazon that might be coming this way? Do you guys think it's actually gonna be cheaper, or are they just gonna have to, because it's Africa and South Africa, the prices are gonna be like different, or what do you think? I don't know when they're coming, but I'm just making conversation.
I love the colors. And can you make this bag out of canvas fabric?
Canvas, yes. Remember that it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. So canvas is this is almost canvas. So yeah. It's like helping an old lady over the street. I'm almost there. I don't walk over the street. I don't think I'm gonna ever do that. I think that's the day you're old when you
walk over the street.
You cross the street. Sorry, man. It's Afrikaans. Okay. Second language.
Like, I will never cross the street.
I'm not crossing the street on foot. Because then they're gonna go, oh, look at that old lady crossing the street. Should we go help her? Always like in the movies, in the ads.
And he just says hope they will be cheaper. Bianca says, I love the idea of Amazon. They're building it on the side of Empire Cape Town. I think competition hoping will drive prices lower. So basically, people just say,
well, I hope so. There's of course the whole thing about the small businessman. I mean, but then again, we've got Takealot at the moment, and I mean, if you don't check Takealot's prices, and I think it's the same with Amazon. I think you get like, ooh, Takealot's always cheaper. They're not always cheaper, and it's like that. Those things that comes once a day. And then like have daily specials. I mean, those you always have to check because they are not special. Okay. All right. So just remember that I would just take bias binding in one stitch, not even do the double thing. I would just put it over, clip it, and then just to edge this off. Or you can overlock it, or you could easily, if you can make, as I said last week, you can make both these bags separate, but it's just to me that takes long. You make the bags separate, you put them in each other, and then this last stitch, you would be hand stitching or top stitching through at the zip side. Then it's fully lined and you don't have this problem.
Saskia says if you know your price, then you'll see the special on Takealot. Isn't that great? And Bianca says I like Wish, Shein, and AliExpress.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. It's just gonna take a little bit of time to get it. I think I missed there at some point. Look, what did I sew at then? I didn't pin right. See, that's why you have to pin right. Let's just fix that quickly. It's just one hole. Obviously, this one was not lined up. I'm gonna excuse myself again. That standing and sewing, I'm telling you, your angle is just not perfect. That slipped out of there. I can see what happened. Just go around the corner. See, there's a bit here also.
Guys, if you haven't given us a like yet, drop a like. You know, please. We appreciate it. Give a like, give a share. I see we got at least 2 more subscribers today. Thank you very much, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Even if you don't plan on talking, just subscribe anyway. We appreciate it. So, you know, go for that.
Okay, sorry about that. Must have didn't slip my mind, it slipped. Okay. So now you just turn it out. You zip it. You unzip here. Where that pin went missing. There we go. Obviously you will iron it a little bit. Okay. I made it so that it can be a crossbody. See, like that. So you have there, you have the front zip, which is the wrong way around. The back zip is right there. And there's a back one. My mother always said, like, carry your money against your body. Why make a difference? I suppose, remember, I mean, there were times when there was actually, you used to buy a money belt when you went overseas. Who remembers that? No, literally. Because you had, like, remember, the first time I went, you had traveler checks. Those were like cash. You would get into the country and you would literally change your money into traveler's checks.
I have no idea. Bianca says, my OCD with those stripes, ...
But they line up perfectly. What is the problem with my stripes, OCD? I lined them up, look. All the way. All the way. Okay, so there is the crossbody way. And then the moon bag, as we used to call it. And it can also clip and unclip. All right, the pattern is online already. And if you want to see the first part, that was last week. Please go to last week's video. And I told you it was just like 20-30 minutes.
Bianca says, I love it. Lisa K says, looks gorgeous.
Yeah, and again, someone asked last week if I can make it flatter. I actually did. I cut a centimeter off to make it slightly flatter because I'm making it for Lisa. I actually like it thicker because then I can fit more things into it. Any questions? Anyone want to ask me something that nobody's asked me before?
I feel like it's asking for trouble, but sure, hey.
And no, I'm not a virgin anymore. Matthew, surely you know that.
I'm quite stupid, as but
Any questions? Come on. Oh, we also got a new wool supplier, so hopefully we shall he's coming to see us on Monday.
Bianca says, do you sharpen pinking shears?
You know, interesting question. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be the one to sharpen them because it's like sharpening 150 blades. Good question. My go-to on pinking shears is buy the most expensive one you can that you can afford because they are notoriously bad after a while. But I don't know. They do dull quite quickly. Because, I mean, just think about the mechanism. It's impossible to have really sharp funny enough, I'm just thinking Victorinox doesn't have a pinking shear. Otherwise, I would have had it. But we do have, we have Manda. We've actually got quite a few. I don't know how the stock is. But yeah. Or go the route of buying the cheapest one and replacing it every year. That's also a way.
Saskia says, have you ever tried to crochet?
I have. I get about, I always have big dreams, big plans. I've possibly started about 5 crochet blankets in my life. And I would say I never get past about square 20. Yeah,
I don't know if that's a lot or little.
Doesn't just, I don't know why. Why does it, to me personally, I know this is not true for other people, but to me it feels extremely repetitive. Sewing is also repetitive, but it just feels like I'm never going to get there. I shouldn't start on a blanket, maybe, firstly. But even knitting, I mean, I can barely knit a scarf. Then it's like, to me, it's like, I don't know, like counting ants in an ant colony. That literally, there's no end. It feels like there's no end to it.
What is your favorite type of material to sew with?
Definitely cotton, and for tailoring, I love a very good wool suit fabric or coat fabric. I like, as you can see, I like using tailoring tools. So I like my clapper, I like things like that, and I like crisp style lines and crisp seams. So in tailoring, you can add more of those, and then you can get it very nice and flat and all those lines lined up perfectly. That's when I go into complete, like, Meccano perfection mode. Drawing up the pattern, I gotta be honest, is the most favorite part. Making the jacket once, maybe. Halfway through, I'm also sort of, that's just, nobody's gonna wear it. I'm not gonna wear it. The pattern is awesome. So the more pattern pieces I can do, the better. But cotton is my favorite fabric. As close to cotton as you can get. It is my absolute favorite fabric.
What's the watt usage on that cute little iron?
How would I even know that?
I don't know.
Does it say it on it?
No.
It does not. If you give me 2 seconds, I will go find one. Let's see.
Probably something low, like 10. I have no idea what's a lot or little. I have no idea how power works.
Ik habe dich. Ik not understand. What is that? Ik niet verstaan.
Just read a random number on the
Hierso
right.
Inskakelbaar op 220 volt and 110 volt. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that. So this bit is the bit they German, English, to avoid danger from suffocation. Oh. I always thought there was a special instruction on this little bag. Why do they put the bag on? We don't need the bag.
I don't know.
I thought that there was some South African, because bringing in electronics into South Africa is supposedly quite difficult, and there's standards and things. So I always just assume this is the little bag they add for it to say South African, sort of. I never actually read it, but they put the bag on here. Okay, it's not needed, and then they warn you not to suffocate yourself with the bag. The bag that, so we can literally take these off. Yeah. So is that, you asked for what? That's a good question. I don't know about watts.
What?
There's only volts here. What is this? Yeah, wait. Okay, I never did Skynut. So it says here 100 to 127 volts. That's not us. 220 to 240 volt. That's us. And then underneath that, it says 343 to 408 watts. And it also has a 50 to 6 hertz. 50 to 60 hertz. Which camera can we zoom?
From the top
Can
camera.
I put it there? Can you read that?
More.
What is upright there?
Wait, I can't. No, other way around.
Is that upright?
Yeah, no, lower down. There we go. Yes, just there. Okay, that looks like the watt. Isn't the watt the W? It's 260 to 420.
Okay.
Maybe.
And then I'm going to also show you this because the booklet is inside and I don't know where my booklet is. But I'm sure you can Google it. Can you read it, Matt?
Yeah, I can read it. Well, no, go more down now. You don't move just like me.
I'm
There you go.
literally
I think it's
gymming.
fine.
I'm gymming my arm. It says you must please throw something away. I don't know what you should be throwing away. And then there's another one. This is new. This is for France. I don't know what this plastic. Oh, the bubble pack. Or what is it called? The bubble pack must be recycled in France. That is as much info as I can give you. But I mean, there's only one. So if you Google Prim Mini Steam Iron, I'm sure they will give you all the information. I think there is a little booklet in here. But yeah, I don't know where mine is. So I'm afraid to say.
Bianca asks, what item do you absolutely refuse to make while sewing?
I really don't like pants. And a fly zip, I really don't like.
I think she should ask you so that she can put it in the suggestion box.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make one. Fly front zip and men's shirt plackets. That's my most hated. Also don't like roll shawl collars. I just don't like them. I don't mind making them, I just don't like them. I think they are like they're like fake collars. They're not real collars.
Okay.
But yes, a fly front, actually the fly front zip is less of a pain than a men's shirt plackets. That's when that left and right and inverse mirror image thing, it screws with me completely. Because a men's shirt placket is supposed to, you know, it has that thing that buttons, it's supposed to button over from the front over the back. Okay, now trust me. If you don't do men's placket shirts every day, it takes me half an hour to figure it out. And then sometimes it's still wrong. So the sewing bit doesn't bug me. It's actually figuring out. It's something with my brain. As soon as it's mirror or you have to switch left and right, I always have to really think when I'm doing it because I think I know and I always know wrong.
Okay, Bianca just asked, I think she asked the same question twice.
Oh.
Yes. Sorry, Bianca, I'm getting to all the questions. There's quite a lot today, that's why. Saskia says crochet blankets are boring to her.
Mm.
And then Saskia asks, what's the most difficult thing you've ever made?
Most difficult thing I've ever made.
Yes.
Men's suit. Tailored, fully tailored men's suit. It's a lot of stuff that goes in there, people. I don't know. There's like, you think it's just outside and the inside. There is stuff and special stuff. And I can't even, like, a lot of stuff. And you have to iron and it's baie moeilik. It's, you know what? It's not difficult. It's just that there's a lot of things that you have to remember. And it's special bits. Like, there's a special bit that gets inserted here that you shape with the jacket. There's a thing online. The making of a coat, the story of a coat. There's something, but it's a English tailor on Civil Row, and he takes you through the process of tailoring, and it literally makes my mouth water. So I would love to be able to tailor like that, but because I don't tailor every day, it is quite difficult. But it isn't difficult if you know what you're doing. It's just difficult when you don't know. I mean, like you have to, in the pants, there's like special waistband things, and the pocket, a special lining on the one side, and the other side doesn't have that lining, and yeah.
Cool. Next question. Yeah, everything has to be labeled so carefully. Like, do not drink the battery acid.
Yeah. Don't try and open this with your tea. That's not on here though.
Probably.
When I was younger, I could have done that, but I'm just scared of losing teeth now.
Delisha asks, do you offer pattern making classes?
No, I don't. I used to. I don't have time for it. I love teaching, but I just don't have time for it at the moment. There is future plans, but I'm not going to say what the plans are because otherwise people ask me every week. So yeah, I'm working on something, but it'll probably take another year or so. Yeah, because I'm actually having to do it myself.
Cool. Okay, note to self, avoid a suit. Lol, not that I'll ever make one.
Yeah. You get soft tailoring and then you get full on tailoring. Soft tailoring is when you make like
Soft.
No, you know these like I think like not a super serious sport jacket, but you know if you go to Zara or and it's like a men's jacket, but it doesn't have the like shoulders. It's not as structured. I mean, it has the same structure, but it doesn't have the inner structure. That's called soft tailoring. Same with women. If you're buying a coat in Woolies camel coat, it doesn't have inner structure. It doesn't have inner stuff. So it's just the outer fabric and the lining. And that's called soft tailoring. Soft tailoring is great. And I love that. But it's just because I don't... yeah, I mean, we did full-on tailoring, but we did it once or twice, and yeah, and it's not something what I'm gonna make a suit now. I mean, literally can go to the tailor on the corner and buy one for like $3 with fabric included. Why would I be making that? Because it's gonna take me weeks.
Guys, is there any question that I missed? Anything else you want to ask? Saskia says that they think they ask about classes every session.
Is it what?
Saskia says it feels like they ask about classes every
Yeah, they do. They've since we opened, yeah.
Yes, no. But they ask them pattern making.
I was Pamela to teach you. Pamela is one of my students. Pamela is still on here.
Pamela was on Facebook, and I don't know if she's still here.
Oh,
she was
okay.
on Facebook, not on YouTube, yes. Yes.
Pamela's become very good. She's one of my star students.
Cool.
Is that it?
Karina just said thank you. It's useful information regarding inverted wisdom. Impossible mission finding watts. Always just gives the vault.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is it? I don't know what I'm assuming you wanna. I've had quite a few people ask if they can buy this to use on a Jenny or a inverter because the full iron takes too much watts. I'm assuming that's why you're asking. Or caravanning. Guys, this is like full on Deutsch. Everything on here is in German and then it's translated. Now see, I don't understand. It says don't throw it away.
What, like the whole iron?
No, it just says there's a bin with a cross through it. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to recycle it. Is that maybe what they did? I thought it was just on the packaging. Maybe they intend for me to recycle the whole thing.
Maybe, I don't know.
Send it back to Germany.
Throw away batteries.
I'm going to send it back to Germany. Is that not recycling? When it breaks, I'm sending it back to Germany.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay, guys, last few minutes.
Saskia says it's a chill session this evening.
Yeah. I actually needed one, so it's good. I sometimes get a little bit worked up and worried about time, and it's always a race to the finish for the patterns.
I'm never worked up. I'm just here, always chill.
I especially the patterns, because I'm like forever until like 5, 6 still busy with the pattern, and then I still have to print it, and then I still have to cut it out and get ready for sewing. So today I did patterns, but I did next week's pattern. And don't think it's going to be easier next week, because I will still on Tuesday afternoon start with the instructions or something stupid and still be working till 6.
Bianca says, where can I get a treadle cable? The cable that allows you to pedal the machine.
Treadle cable.
I don't know. Treadle.
Okay, so is this for a new machine or an old machine?
But Bianca asked the question.
Yes, she has vintage machines. That's what I'm asking. Bianca, I have seen that you can. I don't know about the treadle cable. Do you have a Singer table with the? And you just need a cable, because then you can just. I'm sure there are industrial sewing machine technicians that could help you with that. If you are thinking about like a modern sewing machine, I just want to say that I have actually seen on Facebook, Google it a bit, how people have actually made, I don't know how you would though. I'm sure this plastic lid can come off, but you can, I can get those hand wheel turning things. So if it's an old machine and I can take one of those, that I can get you. I actually saw it at a supplier 2 weeks ago, I think. And I was interested in knowing if one could, but this is maybe a good reason to have like a vintage machine that you can make into a, because even these modern machines, their flywheel is not easy to turn. So it would be cool if you could put it's very interesting. It probably sort of, you turn forward on that wheel, but then the gears make it turn back. Because there's two loaded gears.
Machine, like the karaoke you push with your feet.
Yes, now I know what you're talking about, but what did you say?
Saskia said Flintstone sewing machine.
So it's an old sewing machine, so it does have the foot pedal or the treadle, as you call it.
Old machine, pedal powered sewing machine.
And you just need the cable. Is it a metal cable, or is it like a fan belt type of thing, or rubberized? I'm sure that you could just speak to an industrial sewing machine technician, because remember, the industrial sewing machines, they have that foot plate, even though that is not a treadle that does this, because that thing swings this over. That's what that treadle does. So it's almost like a bicycle. Instead of turning all the way around, you're doing this, but that thing is swinging the wheel. Industrial sewing machine technician, I'm sure they will be able to help you. Is it still there? Can you not just replace it yourself by, I mean, if it's metal, if it's like chain, could you not just go buy a chain? If it's not still there, then
it's leather. Is it the treadle pedal sewing machine belt? It's leather.
Very interesting. I don't know. I know the husband uses leather belts in his knife sharpening machine, but they're not very big. I wonder if you couldn't ask a leather place, like, you know, the one in town, what's it called? Woodheads. Maybe they make those belts.
I want to get a grip to add to my Singer heavy duty flywheel.
The grip.
I don't know if that's said in
like a grip, like something, or I don't know what a grip is. Are we talking about that slinger, or are you talking about something to? I wish, you know, something that any of you designers is something that you could somehow put on here, but you know, like a cupboard, a cupboard knob. Just so that you can, I'm sure you shouldn't be manually sewing with an electronic machine, but I mean, if you have a manual machine like my other machine, and you could then you could actually sew. I mean, I actually had someone from, is it Zimbabwe or somewhere, a week or two ago that was literally looking for like 1,000 hand singer sewing machines. So, I mean, in Africa, you know, in the small rural areas, they don't all have power. So that's how those people have sewn and still sews. But I'm just saying, it's not a bad idea to actually find a machine like that for, if you sew for a living and you have like 6 hours load shedding. I mean, it's not a bad idea to get a machine like that, keep it all nice and working, and then leave all your straight, you know, your easy stitching for when it's load shedding, and then the more difficult stuff for your domestic. Okay, guys, we have to go now. Thanks for being with me, and thank you for bearing with me that we didn't have a lot to do. But remember, exciting news. Next week, we will be making the blanket hoodies. And they come in kid sizes from a size. I couldn't make 1,000 sizes, but I'm thinking
You
it's
heard it here, guys, 1,000 sizes.
I'm thinking a hoodie, you know, if it's a little bit big for the 3-year-old or a little bit. So I went 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Although I think the 12 and the small might, I don't know. A small, medium, large, extra large. I shall be making either the Batman or the Aristocat next week.
Guys, we'll vote on it till next week which one Amanda should make. Or does she have to do prep work?
What?
Do you have to decide before next week which one you're making? Or can you
No,
decide
I'll
next
probably
week?
cut them both anyway.
Okay,
because
cool.
otherwise, if I leave it, I will only make one.
Cool, guys. You will vote.
Oh, and we're going to make it with an overlocker. So I don't think we've actually made anything with an overlocker on the live yet.
No.
Fully. We will be top stitching, but overlocker.
Yeah, so guys, we'll vote next week on which one Amanda's going to make live. So we'll drop a poll for next week. But yes, goodbye everyone.
Thanks so much for joining us.
And see you guys.
Like, poo
Yes.
emoji, alles wat jy kan, druk.
Yes.
Maak asof jy mal is en druk alles.
We have 19 likes, guys, on Facebook. I mean, one extra is 20. I mean, you can get us to 20. I mean, come on.
25, come on, 25. I'm worth that.
Amanda's greedier than
I am worth 25 likes.
Yes, okay. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye, Facebook. Goodbye, YouTube. Bye.
Bye. See you next week.
See you next week.